barbershop conversation, guys. Feel free, hit the subscribe button. I'm sitting in the car working on my phone, and I was thinking about what Black Fight Fan said yesterday about Clarissa Shields, and I thought it was pretty interesting as it relates to her being on the pound for pound list. Now, it arises a great question. I don't like, I mean, it's on a minimal level when you put men and women in the same category, because it inflates the perception of reality in terms of, women wanting to do the things that men do. And I'm not opposed to it, but God, in my humble opinion, God made men and women atomically different for a reason. I think that for her to be on the pound for pound list, she got to walk through people. She got to knock people out, outclass them, outskill them, outwill them, outthink them, outwork them. And in my humble opinion, she's not doing what Floyd Mayweather has done. She's not doing what Manny Pacquiao has done. And I'm talking about the most notable pound for pound. It's kind of blurry nowadays, right? Everyone has their own top five. But I will say this. Her position, what I like about Clarissa Shields is her positioning. Like, her body is always in place. Sometimes it doesn't come off the way you want it to come off. I would love for her to sit on her punches more, because she's bona fide more skilled than every opponent she's ever had in the ring on a professional level. And obviously at the amateur level, she got 2 gold medals. So I'm hesitant to put her in the male pound for pound list, just because it's the land of aggression, and I don't want that to spill over into reality. And man, Clarissa, start knocking people out. Start knocking people out and wear dresses. I'm talking about from a marketing standpoint, not being a male chauvinist pig. So I'm definitely not a male chauvinist pig, but that barometer is a real fine barometer in terms of the whole mindset of America. And I hope you guys get where I'm coming from in this video. I'm not discrediting her. I think she's phenomenal. I love Clarissas Brain. I love her. I love her brain. I just had a problem one time with her when she said black people don't support black fighters, and I was kind of insulted by that, because my whole channel is geared towards raising her platform and profile so she can get as much money as possible. You understand? I requested to interview her last week. I don't know if she got it. I sent her a DM to interview her just to raise her profile, because I knew not many people were coming to the fight, and I just wanted people to see her. So for whatever it's worth, I would love to interview her anytime. I think her brain is sensational. I've interviewed her maybe 3 times, and I've always walked away wanting to ask her more questions. So I stand on that. I think I think you need to trick America. You need to be the most beautiful woman in the world and be a dog in the ring. Like, be a dog, and she's winning, but just not winning Mike Tyson way. I think as a woman, to get the credit from men as a whole, and I'm talking not men like me, because I admire her. I think that she's great. She's the #1 female fighter in the world. Once she beats Hammer, I think she'll be recognized as one of the better fighters to ever lace up on that side of the fence. But I think it's there's a gray area there, and I need to clarify and justify this, because someone's going to take a 10-second clip of what I'm saying or thinking and misinterpret what I'm saying. By no means, I think if a woman wants to play basketball, play basketball. If a woman wants to cook, she can cook. If a woman wants to box, she can box. But I think when you start comparing men and women in terms of the best in the world, I think that they have to do what the men do. I'm uncertain of how many knockouts she has, but I believe her knockout ratio is under 50%. If I'm not, I stand corrected if I'm not. Okay, I'll say this. Her last 3 or 4 fights, I don't think she stopped anyone. and I'm just going off of like premature memory. She has to stop people. You have to compare her to the people that you're comparing her to. I have Deontay Wilder, my pound for pound best fighter in the world, right? And you guys may think I'm biased, but the last two opponents he's fought, he's knocked, in my humble opinion, he's knocked them out at a 50-pound weight disadvantage. My second pound for pound guy is Terrence Crawford. Terrence Crawford is putting his opponents in coffins. Deontay Wilder is putting his opponents in coffins. My third, Mikey Garcia. Mikey Garcia I haven't seen Mikey go the distance since he's made his second return to boxing. So from that standpoint, I think we got to gauge it. So I have those three. You may throw an Errol Spence in there. You may throw I'm just going off my memory. This ain't no like set in stone. But I think she has to do what they do. Clarissa, you got to knock motherfuckers out. You got to knock these girls' heads off. Your brain is so more advanced. You know what's coming back because I watch you set up your punches. And it doesn't end the way it starts. Like your feet are in great position, but somehow there's a disconnect the last 25% of you throwing your punch. I don't know what it is or how it is. Maybe it's because you went to 2 Olympics. Maybe the amateur style allowed you to be dominant, but in this day and age, you got to knock motherfuckers out. And she's more than capable of it. It's definitely within her wheelhouse. Her brain is she's a hell of a thinker in the ring. I think her talent level. She can box and win every fight. She can box and win every fight. But I need to see her do to a woman what Floyd did to Diego Corrales. I need to see her do what Manny Pacquiao did to Miguel Cotto. I need to see her do what Deontay Wilder did to Luis King Kong Ortiz. I need to see that out of her to even consider her. But from a mental standpoint, she can be, from a mindset standpoint, top 10 mind. But in terms of transferring that into the ring, I need to see more of it. I need to see her knock motherfuckers out. And that's just the reality of it. If that's the case, if she just want to win how she's winning, that's Tevin Farmer. That's Tevin Farmer-ish. Where I'm just going to outbox you and beat you but Tevin Farmer is not top 10 pound for pound. He's a world champion. They have him labeled as a world-class fighter. I'm talking about just how he finishes. I think she's more skilled, male versus female, but that's so hard to judge. That's really, really hard to judge, But Chris, knock motherfuckers out, and you'll be on everybody's pound for pound list. You'll be that mythical character like Ronda Rousey. We know she can't beat a man in her weight class, but just to have that conversation is a victory for her. And what's in your right leg is Ronda Rousey's entire makeup as a fighter. So do I believe you have everything to become a pound for pound great, all-time great? Absolutely. You're already a Hall of Famer. So, you're a Hall of Famer based off of 1 gold medal. You're a legacy. It should be a statue in Michigan for you. It should be a statue. It should be a gym named after you. It should be a street named after you. You deserve to meet the president. Like 2 gold medals, you deserve to meet the president. You deserve a congressional award for that. As an amateur, you sacrifice 4 years non-pay to go get another gold medal. Come on. That's just insane. These Russians are getting paid. They go to special schools and you dominate that sport for basically 8 years, minimum of 5, just based off of the math, so I'll leave it at that. Is she a pound for pound? Not yet. Does she have the mental fortitude to be the most dominant woman ever? She does. She has to finish what she starts. I don't care how you do it, but just knock these girls out. Knock these girls' heads off. No more UDs. And I think people will honor and respect you and just have the conversation. I think having the conversation is a victory because you'll never fight Deontay Wilder. You'll never fight Mikey Garcia. You might spar him or something. You might challenge him to a sparring match, and obviously they won't spar you because I mean they have everything to lose, right? Why would I fight Clarissa Shields? I have everything to lose. I'm not doing that shit. And she has everything to gain. That's bad. That's bad business. Like just from a business acumen, I would never do it. And I know these professional fighters would never do it. So I mean, per se. I humbly honor you, Clarissa. I'm longing and looking forward to the next time I can interview you. Um, I think you're great for women's boxing. I think as you get older, people are going to really know what you're here for. I see it budding now. I'm not going to speak for you. I'm just going to leave it as that. I see you budding in terms of how you articulate yourself in interviews, but I'll let you navigate that. But I try and watch every interview you're in if it has a title. You know, I was a little bit upset at you when you said black people don't support black fighters, don't support black fighters, or black fans don't support black fighters. I was kind of disappointed in you when you said that because my entire platform is supporting you, Clarissa Shield. 1,000%. My entire platform is so you can make as much money as possible. As hard as I am on Terrence Crawford, I gave Terrence Crawford the blueprint to get the Earl Spence fight. He didn't listen to me. I told him how to get it. And I told him 4 months ago, if you don't do it, Mikey Garcia is going to take it. And so no matter how hard I am on a person or an athlete, Adrien Broner is my great example. I'm rooting so hard for Adrien Broner on January 19th. I'm sending him messages. I'm like, for real. I'm posting positive affirmations on his Instagram. Like, for real. Like, I am all in. I want Adrien Broner to get this upset. I'm rooting for him. And here's the irony of that. You guys may think, oh, Fred, you're crazy. What the fuck you talking about? That 7th round in Deontay Wilder. The reason why he got through that 7th round is because of the kinetic spiritual energy that surrounded him. I'm telling you. Sam Watson said the same thing, and I never spoke to it. It wasn't in my interview. I saw it online. He said, Sam Watson said Deontay Wilder got through the interview because he visited those kids with cancer in Memphis. So, anyways, man, barbershop conversation. I salute you, Clarissa Shields. I honor you. I love you. I think you're sensational. You deserve to meet the president of America. I mean, you might be a borderline Nobel. And I said this in videos prior too. You got a chance to win a Nobel Peace Prize because of your titles. People gonna think I'm crazy, but I know how to win a Nobel Peace Prize because when I was younger, I desired one. I was like, man, I'm gonna win a Nobel Peace Prize. But because you have 2 gold medals and you're dominating boxing, you have a chance to win a Nobel Peace Prize. I know where you're going. I don't know where you're going. I get the sense of where you're going. I can hear it in your interviews. You got a chance to be special. So boxing, you're going to be great. You'll probably never lose a fight. You may go 30-0. Hopefully you have 22 knockouts, 21 knockouts along there. I can't see you losing. I don't watch females boxing as much as I watch male boxing. But the fights that I make, you need to fight Cyborg and get a payday. You need to fight Ronda Rousey, get a payday. You know what I mean? So think of a cool nickname, you know, Clarissa, Gold Shield, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? I don't know. And go for it. You have a great last name that will, you know what I mean? It makes sense in combat sports. Anyways, so to bring this all home, is she a top 5 pound? I don't think so. I don't think so because she's not doing what they're doing. The skill set is there. It's something about the last 10 to 25% of her punch that doesn't. But the first 75% of it, it looks amazing. Her footwork looks astounding. It may be because of her long amateur career. You know what I mean? But I think it's there. So anyways, man, barbershop conversations. Feel free to hit the subscribe button. Talk to you guys soon. Peace.